Global inflation is squeezing businesses everywhere, and logistics costs are increasing. Here's the million-dollar question. Does offshoring still make sense? Today, we're breaking down the real costs, both tangible and intangible, so you can decide whether to manufacture overseas or stay local. Should you move your production offshore? Is the Made in the USA label worth the premium? What about nearshoring to countries like Mexico? Let's dive into the key factors that will shape your decision. Spoiler alert, it's not just about dollars and cents. When it comes to tangible cost, you've got to look at the FIS, or free in-store quote. This is the true landed cost of your goods arriving at your warehouse. It's made up of several elements. Number one, the FOB price. FOB is free on board. It includes the price of goods, including the delivery at the seller's expense to a specified point, usually a port and no further. Insurance and freight. Think sea or air freight, both with their own price tags. Number three, tariffs, the hidden wild card. For example, the harmonized tariff schedule might add an unexpected percentage to your cost. And number four, domestic transport. That's the last mile delivery from the port to your warehouse. And here's the fun fact for you. While container costs today are increasing, they're still approximately 80% lower than the pandemic levels. Thank goodness. But now let's talk about the sneaky ones, intangibles. These are the costs that don't show up on your invoice but hit your bottom line hard. Here are some examples of intangible cost. Supply chain responsiveness. Your offshore suppliers can't pivot as fast as local ones. Funding terms. U.S. suppliers often provide payment terms while offshore vendors often require a 30% down payment. Travel cost. Managing your production in China, you're likely booking flights and burning executive hours. Recourse challenges. Damaged goods from overseas? Good luck with getting a refund. Order to market delays. Offshore orders means months of lead time versus local factories that can deliver in weeks. Now let's talk about the new kid on the block, nearshoring. Mexico is becoming a hotbed for manufacturing, and it's no surprise. According to CFO Dive, nearshoring cuts freight costs significantly and gets your products to market faster. Why consider nearshoring? Well, the proximity to the U.S. reduces transit time. Trade agreements like USMCA make it easier to import and export. The labor costs remain competitive while avoiding high tariffs from Asia. But before you go jumping the ship to the south, be aware of the potential 25% tariff from the new administration on Mexico starting on day one. So how do you decide? It boils down to this. If you're offshoring, make sure the total cost, including those sneaky intangibles, is at least 20% cheaper than local sourcing. If not, it might be time to rethink your strategy. Here are the key takeaways. Calculate your FIS quote down to the last cent. Factor in those intangible costs, they're real. Consider nearshoring to strike a balance between cost savings and agility. Companies are now calculating not just the cost, but also resilience, speed, and reliability in their supply chain decisions. Whether you're manufacturing in China, Mexico, or the US, the key is understanding all your costs, tangible and intangible. And remember, the cheapest option on paper might cost you more in the long run. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is it time to bring production back home or move it closer? And if you found this helpful, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into business and sourcing strategies. I'll see you next time.